Thanks for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to be covering a tool called KEDA. KEDA is a Kubernetes event-driven autoscaler. So instead of scaling your deployments based on just CPU, you can actually do it based on other factors such as metrics from Prometheus. Okay, so if you look at the documentation here, then you'll see there's a scalars area, and you can choose any of these items here really to scale your deployments on. So Prometheus, that's a good one. Okay, you can have a look here. Threshold, query, server address, a few other things too. In our code example that I have here, we have a ScaledObject. Okay, that's from the KEDA API. And this is the name of the deployment. These are the specifications and the triggers here. So we have a query right here. And if I show you the query, the same query here, you can see that we are currently well below our threshold. So if we look at how many pods are running right now, we just have one running. Okay, so what we could do is run a stress test to get some more. Before I run the stress test, I do want to mention that in the actual deployment that you're targeting with the ScaledObject, make sure you do not set the number of replicas in here. If you do, it's going to keep restarting and putting it back to that number that you have set in this file. So do not set the number of replicas in your deployment manifest. Let the ScaledObject take care of that. Okay, the default is 1 anyways in here. So that's fine. And this is our stress test right here. Basically just going to be a while loop that is going to target this endpoint, and we're going to run 10 pods. Maybe I'll scale it up more if we need to, just to get results out of it. But when this stress test is running, we should see this metric here go up past the threshold, which will trigger this to scale up our deployment. Okay, so let's go ahead and see it run. Just going to go ahead and commit this stress test. Okay, have a look. We have the stress test running right here, and that seems to have been enough to trigger the autoscaler, KEDA, ScaledObject, to scale the deployment. So it knew to scale because this query here went above the threshold. So it was able to make a decision to scale. Okay, look at that, scaling even more based on the parameters that we have in here. ScaledObject. We can even have a look at it. Okay, we can describe it. And there we go. Gives us details. All right, let's take a look at the pods again. Make sure everything is running okay. Looks like it is. Good. We should see our performance getting a little bit better here. Yeah, it's getting better after it's scaled. It's good. So this is nice because you can scale based on your SLOs, latency, availability, pretty much anything really. You saw that list of items that you can scale on over here. So all of these different data sources, it's quite extensive really. You could scale your Kubernetes deployments on just about anything. You can run a describe on the deployment too to look at the events, the scaling events. Okay, so you can see how it's scaled there and information about it. So I hope you enjoyed that video on KEDA and scaling based on Prometheus metrics. If you like that, then please leave a comment and thank you.